Good morning, it's Steve from Upland. We're right around the corner from the new 2024 Upland season. We're all getting excited, checking out our new gear, getting our guns out, knocking off the dust, breaking some clays, and in general just getting excited to prep and get out in the field. So we got one last unboxing before we start this season. Kind of an appropriate vest, and title for this would be the final vest review, the one that beats them all according to all the feedback and stuff that we've seen online. The Final Rise vest for upland hunters is the ultimate option. So we decided this would be a good one to end our vest reviews with, unless somehow this doesn't meet all of the hype, or someone comes out with something better in the next couple of years. We'll give it a shot, take a look at it then. But for now, I think this is really the last vest on the market that we have not taken a close look at. One of the more popular upland vests that are available out there to the hunters today. So we ordered the vest, got it in a couple of days ago, excited to break it out and unbox it with you. Looking at the vest offerings themselves from Final Rise, they have an array of different options. They have a sidekick vest system, which is a little bit more simplified. They bump up to their legacy vest system from there. There's a little bit more component and modular options. And then the full Summit vest system, that's kind of their latest version. And above that, the Summit XT vest, which is what we decided we'd go with. Of course, each one of those stages of the vest comes with a variation in the cost, the XT being the most expensive, but it also has all of the features that Final Rise has added in, built in, customized for the ultimate option for an upland vest for every hunter out there in the field today. So we're gonna break this out of the box and share that with you, share our first reactions. Excited to see what this looks like and how it fits. Final Rise has highly customizable options for your belt size, your torso length, the MOLLE loop system across the vest, allowing you to add additional storage and customized or structured water bottle holders. The Final Rise vest is water bladder or hydration bladder compatible, both vertical and horizontal bladder setups in the vest. So all of these things are big features that a lot of hunters look for in their upland vest. So let's break this bad boy out and see how it looks. Get our first reaction, see how it fits, etc. So, all right. So, inside the box, we've got heads up on their logo and the vest itself. Personalized little note on the receipt. Let me know that it should fit, but please let us know. They have an option where you can leave a note when you order, because you know a lot of us vary in waist size as we fluctuate throughout the season, off season, on season, and I fluctuate between anywhere from a 34-inch waist to a 36-inch waist. So with gear and stuff on, as you layer up, that's always a concern to get that tight harness, tight fit on your belt. So Final Rise sticker, I stick that on the back of the truck. If you want to boast what you're wearing, Final Rise is made in the US. Matt Davis is the founder, and so American made. Happy to see that, and they're confident in their gear, so I'm hoping that it lives up to the hype. So pull this out, first impressions, here we go. We got the option, like I said, the XT vest, the top of the line model with all the features. Looks like it's got a lot of belt range for the waist belt. First impression is that the waist belt not vented for breathability, but you know, it could be a problem or not. We'll see as we test it out. Water bottles, 32-ounce water bottles, and it's got kind of an open structure for the water bottle pocket, but these are fitted water bottles. They're pretty snug in there. Not much fear of those popping out, hopefully. So like that, we'll see how those work. The harness is not padded. Box out of the way. Unpadded shoulder harness, so it's easier for you to mount your shotgun. The sternum straps got some adjustment range to it. And like I say, because it's customizable in size, torso length of waist, etc., there's not a whole lot of a range to this torso or your sternum strap location, but we'll see how that fits and how that works out as we put the vest on and get it set up for our size. To fit, D-loops for hanging controllers on the front. Both pockets on the front have zippers on them on the front of the pocket. As you can see here, there is a, looks like a Velcro hook and loop kind of option here. I'm not sure what that's for though, because there's a magnetic folding option or clasp option on these pockets, so I'm not really sure why there's a Velcro patch on the front of this or the inside of the flap. It's interesting. Let's look inside. Okay, so there is the option on the inside of the pocket. There's some Velcro down in there, which is actually part of, is that shotgun loops? No, it's not. So if you wanted to tuck this pocket down inside so you don't have to work around it as you hunt, you can tuck that pocket down in, it looks like, and that Velcro keeps it in place down in there. So now that pocket's open for use. Take these out, make this a little bit easier to wrangle around, but that Velcro on the back of that flap is now stuck to the Velcro that's inside of this pocket. So that's kind of nice. I like that. So there's that. The waist belt itself seems pretty lengthy for adjustment. Pockets. Let's see, can I move my pocket? So I can move my pocket in position a little bit further back. Not a lot, maybe one whole loop on the MOLLE structure on this belt. So a little bit of an adjustment range, but not much. Extra MOLLE loops on the side of the pockets for attaching other compartments or gear with lanyards. Pockets are pretty nice size. Zippers have 2 zippers on that pocket, so left or right-handed, you can open them either way. That's a little extra attention to detail there. What else do we see on here that we like, or that's more noticeable in person when you get the, you look at these things online and you're like, okay, well that looks cool and that looks like it functioned well, but how's it going to work when I get it in hand? So lots of stuff to go over on this vest as we review it and work with it and see how all the different customized pieces and parts work out for us as we use it in the field. So the pockets are good size. Both sides have the zippers on the pockets. The water bottle and pocket position is pretty static overall. There's not a whole lot of other options for adjusting the positioning on that, but a little bit of a range. One extra MOLLE loop for that. The back's vented, as you can see, on the inside of the vest pocket, the game pouch pocket. So we'll flip it around. Something I noticed right away here is the Sextra loop that most vests that we've tried out have. This is always nice to have this, whether it's hanging in your gear room to dry out or for storage. it's nice to have that at the top of your vest, so you can hang it in the back of your truck. Maybe you got like a belt or something set up in your vehicle to hang that up as you're traveling around. So good to see that. Pretty large range of adjustment here on the back of this shoulder yoke, so that's nice. The hooks at the bottom of that harness to detach from the game bag, similar to some other models from some other manufacturers we've seen, but it's a little bit deeper in depth, so the chance of it breaking away real easy kind of low, so that's good. I like that. Inner hook on the back of the game vest, I'm guessing that that's where you'd want to hang your water bladder, so it must be where the functionality comes in for a vertical drop on that water bladder compatibility. Not really seeing where you drop it in for a horizontal option, but yeah, we'll work with that and see how that works out for us. Let's go ahead and put these back in real quick. Well, before we do that, it looks like I didn't notice this as an option that was listed. Maybe I just missed it, but there are zipper pockets on the inside of the game pouch on both sides behind the water bottle holder, so that's pretty cool. You got some extra storage compartments on the side of the vest. It's kind of ingenuity. I've never seen another vest have that, so that's pretty slick. And what we could put down in there, whether it be extra gear, you know, your first aid kit, whatever. I like that. That's pretty neat. It's got the storage grommets, or the drainage grommets on the bottom of the game pouch, as you can see, on both the game pouch pocket as well as your front belt pocket. So you get water and stuff down in there, you know, it'll drain out the bottom, and that way you're not working with a pocket full of wet stuff. So let's see, on the back, extra lashing for jackets or any other gear you might want to put up in here for storage as you're walking around. If you layer down as you work throughout your day, additional lashings here for the same thing on the back of the vest. And then of course a large array of molly loop pockets, or molly loops on the back of this for additional modular attachments on the back of your vest. So right off the bat, that's kind of a big change from a lot of the other vests that we've seen. I'm used to having a big storage pocket on the back of this game bag that allows me to drop gear in here. So that's kind of a first gut reaction, kind of not so cool that they have all this surface area that they could have put a zippered pocket on here to allow you to have that additional storage instead of buying, I'm not sure how big, I think they have some other modular pockets or pouches that you can buy to attach to this, but this is already a $350 vest. So a reduction in your storage overall by quite a bit. I mean, these interior vest or pouch pockets are cool. Hold on, just noticed this, another zipper on the inside of this on the top of the vest, the game pouch. So there is additional storage in here, so okay, not as desperate on that overall square inch storage option. So okay, you're back in the game a little bit with me here. So we've got a lot of gear that we usually carry around: safety harness, first aid kits, extra socks, all kinds of gear that, you know, pliers for cutting, snares, things like that we like to store in our vest. So we'll have to pull all that out of our go-to vest that we've been using throughout the last season and see how it gets situated in this new Final Rise vest, and see if we have the room that we need to make this a, you know, a really great option as it's purported to be in replacement of that vest. So first impressions, pretty lightweight. The overall dry weight or empty weight on the Final Rise XT vest, Summit vest, is 3.2 pounds. It's about 1.25 pounds lighter than the most recent vest. Actually, the vest that we use in the field, the Orvis Pro vest, weighs probably close to twice this amount. So that's pretty significant in weight reduction. So we'll get this bad boy loaded up with all of our gear, see how the functionality works with the water bladder system, how all of our gear gets stored in the limited storage on the back in the game pouch area. But first impressions, I like it. I'm excited to use it and put it through the paces. We'll get this out to the trap and clay range, do some shooting to get warmed up for the season, see how it is mounting the vest or your gun on your shoulder with this vest without the padded shoulder straps. I'll go ahead and throw this on real quick just to kind of see how it fits right out of the box. So, wow, a large belt. So kind of a pretty big range and adjustment here. So to kind of offset this evenly. Yeah, it fits nice and snug. Got extra belt, but I think you can tuck this up underneath your pocket. Kind of run that back. What we do with some of the other vests we've tried out, and that keeps it out of your way as you're walking through the field. So that's pretty nice. There's additional D-loop structure here to keep it off to the side. But you could also tuck it underneath the pocket. So if you don't want it dangling and picking up burrs or get it shredded as you walk through the field. So that's pretty nice. Super light, very lightweight. So that's going to be a big game changer there. I like that. Sternum strap position. Shoulder yoke adjustment. What? A little bit less here. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice overall and fit. Now it's going to be getting birds out. Pretty easy to get in the game pouch here. Pretty wide and expansive, so I'm thinking this won't have any trouble carrying quite a few birds if I get lucky enough and shoot well enough to actually get something. But first impressions, I'm liking it. No padding here, mounting the gun. So, all right. So, the Final Rise Summit XT vest, made in the US, ready to put it through the paces this season, see how it works out for us, and about this time next year we'll release a full review of the Final Rise Summit XT vest back to you. Give us a chance to give you our honest and tested feedback on the overall structure and functionality of this vest. So stay tuned next year to see the full review on this. Stay safe in the field, and thanks for joining us for our gear reviews. Hope these are helpful for you when you make decisions about your gear and your firearms as you head out in the field to hunt upland birds. And we'll see you next time.